or someone. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Now through July 19th, you can join for just down $10 a month with over 2,400 for every workout. You can get in, get energized, and get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th. See Home Club for details.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
We find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles the pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's a 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are here. Jay Foreman, DP. Austin on the ones and twos, making us sound good and look good. We are here in a nice, humid, a little bit less hot day here in Lincoln. This is Old School, brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop, located at 84th and Havelock. Every type of meat and every type of cut. Man, we had a good discussion on the crossover about attitude and stuff like that. And, you know, like we obviously talked exclusively or, you know, ad nauseum about the football team in Nebraska. Obviously got a big season coming up. A lot's going to be dependent on their attitude. It's going to lead to their altitude. Now, look, you can't, you know, think about week 6 or 7 until you handle week 1. And that's the thing that, you know, obviously has to be, you know, of priority. You know, look, we got to handle our business and make sure that we do what we need to do in order to be successful, because ultimately, you know, a lot's only going to be riding on this season. A lot's going to be riding on, you know, us, you know, playing well, and it's going to be down to attitude. You know, it's hard for these kids to stay focused and understand what they have to do when you think about it, because if they can stay focused and push through these hard days and know that, you know, the payoff is starting fall camp and get through fall camp, then, you know, they'll be able to reach some of their goals. But, you know, the hardest thing I think for them, DP and Austin, right now is understanding the magnitude of what these days are, right? You can kind of get caught in a little bit of a lull and not understand that every day is important. Every day you have to go and you know, try to get better with the right intent, which is probably the biggest thing for these kids because they've never won before. You got some kids coming in that through the transfer portal that don't know any better, but then some are coming in from winning programs, right? Where you got MJ Sherman, he's a national championship two years back to back. He knows what it takes. He's seen it. You've had coaches, or the coaches have came in and all won at probably a higher magnitude than, you know, obviously than, you know, before. And so the expectations have to continue to be higher day in and day out. And sometimes if you have never had those expectations, you might think you're working hard, but you actually really aren't. And I think that that's something that they've probably addressed, but it's something that you also have to come to terms with yourself. And what I mean by that is you have to understand where you're at. You have to almost reprogram yourself to understand what we did before wasn't good enough. What we have to do now is extra and then some, but it has to be more detailed, right? So if you're talking about we have to watch more tape, well, when you're watching tape, you have to take away everything that you did before and find a new way to watch tape. You have to become more efficient. You have to become more thorough. You have to become more like inquisitive, right? You know, Nick Saban said, look, average players want to be left alone. Good players want to be coached every day. Great players want to be coached every day and told every single play, is that right or wrong? Because they're shooting for perfection. So if you shoot for perfection, knowing that you're not going to get it, you're going to get closer than if you just continue to do the same thing. and you can't wait for DP or Austin to do it. You have to do it. And then if DP and Austin aren't doing it, it gives you more credibility to not question them, but, you know, a lot of times, you know, depends on who it is. Sometimes you got to really come with like some hard knowledge to a player or somebody that needs to be kind of taught and brought along with you. And so it's got to be all inclusive. We don't have anybody on the team that should feel like they're in a better position. Everybody has everything to prove. That's the great thing. And actually, you know, playing with great players that I was blessed to play with, it allowed me to come along maybe at a slower pace versus, you know, when I was a redshirt freshman, I knew very clearly what I needed to do. But I will tell you, these kids are very, very fortunate to come to college and knowing if you have worked hard enough and continue to be consistent enough to be the starter, you will play 4 quarters. Because you know what? You could be a 4-year starter here at Nebraska and not even be able to sniff the NFL.
Yeah.
So your main focus cannot be how many snaps, how many reps, am I the starter, because it's a guarantee to go to the league. That's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And so we've seen guys that have been good here, couldn't even make a roster. You need to be focused on being the best and most impactful player, teammate, leader, community member, or whatever, obviously student on campus in a positive light that you can, because it's going to pay off tenfold. If you forget that, I always say this, you will be forgotten real quickly. And that's what
how long did it take you to recognize the work that was going to be required for you to be, like, how long did it take?
Man, what I saw, I tell you, man, I tell that story, man. When I see Christian Peter, I was like, man, hey, I said, Jay Foreman need to get up in the weight room because I ain't lift weights. That taught me that, but then also I think some other stuff like seeing how Troy Dumas worked, seeing how Clint Brown worked, and then some, and realizing I had to do more. I just was a never ending thing. The one thing about football and sports is you have to be willing to run a race without a finish line, without a guarantee of success, to set yourself up just for the minimal chance of being successful. The only thing that's guaranteed in sports is if you don't put in the work, you won't be good. Now, you might be able to peek your head up and have a game. It's like a person in basketball.
Timmy Smith moment, right?
Right.
You have a moment.
Right, a moment. You have a moment, or you'll have a basketball player that might hit 4 threes, and you're not a three-point shooter because then you can't hit a broadside of a barn. You know what I mean? You might have those. Everybody's going to have – it's just a matter of having those games, but the best players are always the most consistent. When you talk about Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, anybody that's like think of being like really good players, even if you want to take them out of it, just good players, they're always consistent.
Well, it was Emmett's work once he got to Dallas that changed.
Yeah.
And Emmett will tell you, like, look, I was really good in Gainesville. I was better when I found out that Gainesville wasn't good enough.
Right.
Like, and that is that thing that crosses the line. I'm always fascinated when you hear you, Strick, Rashawn, Amon, Farley, when you guys talk about the work required. What Tyson say? You have to do, in order to be great, you have to do the thing you hate like you love it.
Oh, I mean,
Right?
the people don't realize. Like, I hated 2-a-days because my head and neck was hurting. But when we got out there, every pain and soreness was worth it when we got, into the national championship, or I was able to win a starting spot. You have to be internally motivated by something, and it can't be superficial stuff. It can't be, I want people that don't even really know me or care about me to tell me that I'm good. It's just like being on the radio. I always say, like, there's only been one person that came up to me and said, hey man, I don't like you on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's only been one, and never after that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those things that, for me, I just need to express to these players that you got to go and be great, man. You can't go and be average. Average ain't going to get you nowhere. Average ain't going to do nothing for you. If you want to be good, if you want to be great, you're going to have to do some great things. And if you aren't willing to do it, you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, John Thompson used to call them get by dudes.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, man, those get by, like, and he said the worst thing about get by dudes is that you don't discover them until it's too late.
Yeah, well, those are the guys.
Until it's too late. You just go, oh, man.
Those are the guys that generally have found a way to be on the team, probably have the most potential, but have the most influence on your, I want to say have the, maybe on your roster, but they recruit very well.
Yes.
Because they're in that middle, they're in that middle ground. And I'll just take a basketball team.
Yeah.
Your starters, just say your top 4 or 5 players. Okay. They know, they're like, just say their parents or just in the players. They know, you know what you're going to get every day. They'll have bad practices, but you know what you're going to get. And then, like, say, like, if you have a 10-man roster, your bottom 2, they're just happy to be coached, right? They'll work hard in practice. They'll be improved, and they'll, you ask them to go there, they'll go there without a question. That 6, 7, and 8 that's looking at us 3 thinking that they're better than that because they had their moment.
They could bury your team.
They could bury your team because they'll be the sometimes guy.
And it's the star player's best friend.
Right. Because they're the easiest to like.
Right?
Because they're going to be there for you when you do well, and they're going to be there for you like, man, Coach Austin should be playing.
They're the coolest. Yeah. They're never the smartest. They're the coolest, and they're talented, but they just won't work. They just won't work. Yeah, I would put my groups in the 3s because I always said that starting 5, and then the bottom 5 were the least talented, most coachable kids.
Right.
And then the 5 in the middle were the ones that would determine how my team was going to go when it came to basketball. We did that in 9s in baseball, and we did that in 11s in football. And that generally you could tell. The top 11 on any side of the ball, Jay, you knew who they were right away.
Oh,
right away.
They stick out, not like a sore thumb, but they stick out because they're the ones that are going to be running out every in your case, baseball, running out every, ground ball. They'll be the ones that'll be standing up in the dugout. They'll be the ones that'll talk to each other in the innings. You know what I mean? And then in football, it's a little bit harder because you can hide because there's 11 guys out there, and coaches will do a really good job of hiding them. Basketball is the hardest because if you have too many of those guys, if you have more than one or somebody that's not working as much and trying to get better, you can't play. And that's why me and Austin talk about all the time, and you know this, and we'll go to break. We got Thirsty Thursday. Summer basketball is so much harder than high school basketball. People don't understand because you're playing. So for my organization, you're going and playing an all-star team, the best of the. So there is no weakness. There is no weak link.
Right.
If you get a couple guys, and if I had 3 days to prepare, and I could die, you got 30 minutes, and if you better hope that you can figure out what they're doing by the time you get to that first time out. Otherwise,
it's a wrap.
You'd be looking at like, yeah, man, DP ain't that good, coach.
Yeah,
we gotta get rid of it. We gotta bring Rico in here.
Yeah. Do something.
I'm gonna throw the other side out because this is what Rock and Mel were talking about on Sunday. Is that summer ball is harder than high school ball, but for a different way because everyone's trying to get theirs. Yep. So for Mel handling the ball, like you said, once you gave it up, he wasn't gonna get it back.
Wasn't getting it back.
So it is more difficult, but for almost the opposite reason.
Yeah, I'll say this. I played it. We had a kid, man. He had it. Now I get more excited for somebody. You guys need to become to where you're excited when you drop a dime.
Yeah.
My man had somebody underneath the hoop when he was at half court. I won't say his name because they listen. I said, man, he was open for 5 dribbles, and you went into the dude. Now, if you made it, coach can't.
You got away with it,
right? So it gets to be all good. But you hit it off the side of the square.
Of course he did.
Right. And I said, the basketball gods came up out the earth and snipped you in the butt. And I always say that a hard head makes for a soft behind.
Yep.
But like I said, we talk about. I talk to my kids in sports about everything besides basketball. The times that I really lose my stuff on them is because I'm trying to get a point across because it's something that's not going their way. Letting them know, listen, dog, homie, bruh, right? Or whatever, cuz they call you what a cut, right? Cuz, you know what I mean? I'll go through all the names. Let me let you all know what's on, because I talked to them about transitioning to high school. I said, listen, I have a 24-hour rule with your parents. The science teacher ain't returning no emails from your parents. And the only time you're going to realize that you get cut is your name ain't on that paper right there next to DP.
Yep.
And there is no reason why. So listen up. I'm trying to get you ready. You know what I'm saying? Stop having your lip poked out, because I don't want you to be calling crying if things don't work out with you. So it's big, man. It's big. You know, we got Thirsty Thursday. We're going to talk about attitude because we got the first segment of DP of the quarterback, which I thought was very interesting because you had 3 different quarterbacks, and it's kind of like QB1.
Different place, yeah.
In different places. It gives you a dive into sports. And any of you quarterbacks out there that's been playing 7-on-7, watch that.
Pay attention.
Watch Patrick Mahomes. Watch Kirk Cousins. Watch Marcus Mariota, how he handles that adversity.
Mm-hmm.
That really told me something about him.
Different.
What was perception?
Different.
And reality?
Different.
Man, you take that ball, go home, man.
Yeah.
We're going to break. Old school DP. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V.
Is thrilled to announce our new location is now open at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Explore with the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's efforts. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our Independence Day sale is underway with some great savings. Get 0.9% interest rates and a trade-in bonus on select new models. You heard right, 0.9% interest rates going on at Coppell. In addition, we didn't want to leave out our pre-owned inventory, so right now on all pre-owned cars, get $1,000 for bringing us your trade, and that's right, get $1,000 off any pre-owned car you trade in. So stop by in the store or at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and and used options. Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Join Living Faith Global Methodist Church in Omaha this Sunday, July 16th, for a free outdoor concert featuring the band Stones Cry. This will be a night of uplifting, encouragement, and positivity with easy listening style music and worship led by the group of 4. The 402 barbecue truck will be on site with delicious options to purchase while you watch the concert. Don't miss the free outdoor concert featuring Stones Cry this Sunday, July 16th at 6:30 p.m. at Living Faith Global Methodist Church at 182nd and Q in Omaha. There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break, and on behalf of the entire 93.7 The Ticket team, we are excited to announce this fall we are teaming up with Husker Extra for the Big Red Brunch. We'll have big names from now and the past from Husker sports, and that all starts on Wednesday, August 9th for the Big Red Brunch, also at Tiburon Golf Club. Sign up to play at omaha.com and find the Big Red Brunch tab. You won't want to miss this on August 9th at Tiburon in Gretna.
Why wait until Friday to start your weekend?
Go ahead, start right now.
You're thirsty now, and 93.7 The Ticket is here to help you stock up.
Just in time for the weekend when I like to hit the clubs.
To broaden your horizons and try some in beer. It's Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle.
Oh, there it is, Papa.
10. Give it a 10.
Fizz. There it is.
I give it a 10.
I love you guys.
You just make me smile every week.
We love you, Kevin.
Kevin Meyer, Mark Rickabottle. What's happening, Kevin?
Well, I'm just here on another Thirsty Thursday, and
he brought it back, Strick. The Juggernaut.
we brought the Juggernaut, but we brought the white this week.
I can't. Yes, you can. If you up in here, Strick,
You're gonna do it.
Yeah, you hung out for it.
I can't do
It's either this or Hot Ones.
Hey,
Take your pick.
Yeah.
You in the Terradome.
Come on, ain't that? Hey, don't be scared.
This how it's gonna be when I go out the door.
Don't be scared.
I'm gonna be
Wait, so
here,
last
and when
week was like a
GP,
bear.
when
This
you
one's a
turn your
shark.
head,
This
I'll
one's
be
a
out the
shark.
door.
Yes,
That is a tough shark.
Don't be scared.
that's a tough
Woo.
shark.
Don't-
Shark.
Don't be scared, Strick. It's just Yao Ming.
Strick. Look this shark dead in the eye and say, "Not today."
You got the megalodon or whatever. Yeah.
Not today. You're not scaring me. I'm drinking you. You're not scaring me today.
Kevin, what we got, man? Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna do the wine first. It's so last week we did the Cabernet.
Look, you see the eye roll.
Strick, you afraid of sharks?
He ain't scared of Jordan, but he's scared of this wine.
You can't even go to the Bermuda Triangle these days. Sharks.
Here, pass them both around, then, Strick. You don't want it.
Yeah, Strick. Come on, bro.
The have you seen the articles about the orcas attacking the boats
and the otters, and that the gangster otter, the gangster otter.
Oh, is that the one that took the surfboard?
Yeah,
yeah.
The otter just rolled up on him and was like, "You gonna eat your cornbread?" took a bite out of the board, then just tried to take the board. Yeah.
And the dude was like, "Yo, otter was shredding, bruh."
Like he thought, look, he said, "Look how cute the otter is. Look how cute this is. This otter is cute." And the otter was just smooth and got up on it and went.
Yeah, I'm scared of sharks to the point that when I'm parasailing, I'm trying to tell them, do not dip me. Because I might look like something trying to come. No.
Oh, they think you're a little baby dolphin.
Yeah, no.
You're a baby seal.
No.
Hey there, lunch.
Eric Strickland.
Well, I don't know if I've ever
don't
told
like
you this
white.
before, but I'm scuba certified, and
Why?
I've logged 75 dives in 7 different countries. My deepest depth is 110 feet, and yeah, they can be frightening, but for the most part, you leave them alone, they leave you alone. So
You said for the most part, and that's the part.
Yeah, because the one.
98
the
isn't
one.
100.
Let me tell you a
The
story.
one.
Hey, it is like, what is it called? What did Flavor Flav said?
It's the multi-jack.
He said this. Flavor Flav said, "Can't trust it.
Can't trust it. Can't trust it.
I can't trust it. I'm not even getting in the water. They coming up in the short end now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and they walking up.
Yeah,
they walking up. Like they
when,
catch.
When we dove in, let me think. I believe it was Belize, and there's an invasive species called the lionfish, and the lionfish are poisonous. They don't have any natural predators, and they came over from Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
They have no natural predators.
No
Right.
NNP.
That means the animals know, hey, he has problems.
This is true, but they're not native to like the Caribbean and or the Atlantic for that matter. And so when we would dive, the dive masters would bring their spears and they would spear the lionfish. Well,
They're
the
aggressive.
sharks would start to come. The nurse sharks, which are normally pretty docile, they're kind of bottom feeders. They're almost like giant catfish, you know. Well, they started learning that the scuba divers meant a free and easy meal, and so then they would start to buzz up against you sometimes.
Oh.
And when you're 85 foot deep and a shark comes out of nowhere and just kind of
buzzes the tower.
buzzes
You
the
know
tower,
it?
it'll make a guy a little nervous. Yeah, it does.
You know what I would be saying
Not
in that
gonna lie.
instance, Kevin?
Bloop, bloop,
Negative,
bloop.
Maverick. The pattern's full.
This is
You
when
can't be bumping up next to
this
me,
is
bro.
when you
The
get the
pattern's
dark
full.
blue water.
This is why I do not go in any water that I can't see to so far down.
Well,
I'm not doing.
What's worse though?
Here's the thing, though. It's
I want to
100.
be able to see.
You can see. It's 100 foot of visibility. You can see. You don't want to scuba dive in water. You can't see.
No, no dark.
But
No,
that there's pluses and minuses.
You
being
really
able
want to see everything?
I want to see.
Maybe we should start talking about wine again. though.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So the Juggernaut, it's a new Winery of the Month feature at Myers Cork and Bottle. We brought in the cab last week. Their labeling is sweet. It's really cool. It's not your traditional like stuffy, wine snob type labeling. Each one is pretty aggressive, pretty artsy.
More this than this.
This is Country Club white.
It's a Chardonnay. There is I don't want to offend anybody, but Cougar Juice. I've heard it called. Wine
I was
like
gonna
this.
say Country Club.
Yeah. So, this is a Chardonnay, and the grape itself originates in Burgundy, France, which is the east central part of the country, and it's this long vertical region. And when you're drinking a white Burgundy, you're drinking Chardonnay. However, the Chardonnay that we make in California is done a little bit differently. And for starters, there's a process called malolactic fermentation. And what that is that the natural acidity in the wine is called malic acid. And that's that more of crisp, zippy, zingy mouthfeel that you get out of like Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio. What they do, they convert that acid into lactic acid or lactose, same acid type found in milk. Also, the French ones generally, if they see time in oak, they're not going to be brand new oak barrels. They're going to be neutral oak barrels that have been used more than once, so they don't impart so much flavor into the wine and or color. Whereas the California producers will put it in a brand new oak barrel, and so that's often why they're described as being buttery from those two processes, from the new oak barrel as well as this malolactic fermentation. Now, this to me is a nice balance between the two, where it's still nice and clean. It's not like oily or buttery. But you still get that richer mouthfeel, definitely.
My nephew has a phrase, high drinkability is what this is. High drinkability. This is dangerous. This is the one you're going to end up drinking too much of. It's real. I mean, it's really good,
especially on a warm day. A nice
you're going to drink too much of this.
They do. It is kind of more of a drinking wine than a sipping wine.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is because of that malolactic fermentation process, where it just smooths it out and gives it that sort of richer.
It's like sour but sweet at the same time.
Yeah,
it sits. So after the swallow, it sits on the back of your tongue and gives you a secondary taste that actually complements and blends, and you don't feel like, oh, that's a weird thing. Nope, this is a perfect blend.
And you know what they call that in the wine world,
Yeah.
PP? They call it the finish.
Yeah.
And so the finish should always be pleasant. And then a complex wine will have what they consider a lingering finish, so that those residual flavors continue to express themselves in your mouth and on your palate for an extended period of time, and they just don't disappear right away, which would be considered more of a simple finish.
Yeah. This is a bottle that
actually pretty smooth.
I can recommend this one. This is definitely summertime.
I don't normally drink white wine.
No, but this
is good.
Well, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? Because I fully need summertime Will Smith
I
playing
don't
in the
even feel
background.
the dryness
Right.
in it that you normally get
Right.
from white.
And it's inspirational. Overcoming hardship builds character is the last sentence on the bottle.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, that's a buyer's bottle. I would
you're afraid
recommend
of sharks.
Yeah, I can recommend that.
If you're not afraid of sharks.
Yeah, I
But
can recommend that.
Strick, again, overcoming. You got to face your fears. You look that shark in the eye and say, "I'm not afraid of you,
Yeah.
shark," and I'm going to drink your juice.
Yeah, and I'm not going down 85 feet to do it.
All right. Fair enough. All right, now this is going to be a complete 180 here. Give me a chance to pour it. You guys fill in one.
As long as there's no pickle.
I know I'm going to like that,
it
having had it
pickle?
before.
Is it the pickle juice?
Not pickle.
It's not pickle.
It is Sour Patch Kids distilled into a
Yes,
cup.
it's Sour Patch Kids cider.
Oh, that's crazy.
Frat boy juice.
Yes, sir. Oh, also, Kevin,
So
I
that's
should
a
tell you,
patio
my
pop.
brother got my brother into the Sunny D vodka thing.
Oh,
he
the
brought
seltzer?
in. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and he got me some for my birthday. So
Oh, nice.
So it's a patio pounder.
we are on the frat boy juice.
It's one of those things. I liked it a lot more than I wanted to like it, to be honest.
Tub juice.
Tub juice?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that you used to pour into the thing. And
Yeah.
everybody, yeah.
We call that Little Sister Punch.
Yeah.
He knows he's gonna like it. I've had it before, so you need them both. You go for it. I know it.
This is done
That
by
is
our
actually
friends.
phenomenal.
I told you.
This is trouble juice.
I told you.
This is where Bernie Mac comes back to life and says, trouble.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, this will do it to you right here.
Oh,
What's the
this is
content?
cheating.
Yeah.
This is cheating.
Not even fair.
This is a cider made right here in Bennett, Palmyra, but right here in Nebraska at Glacial Till, and they call it their Cider Patch Punch. And it is it's an apple-based cider that they add some flavoring, and it gives it sort of that Sour Patch Kids sort of taste. And it does not taste like it has any alcohol in it at all, but it comes in at 5.5%.
If you put this on ice with an orange in it, everybody happy.
So this is the one that at the end of the night, DP.
Oh my goodness!
You then took a couple body blows,
Yeah.
and then you hit the Sour Patch Punch,
Mhm.
and you catch that hook, and you go night night, go CP.
Yeah. This is unfair.
I love the analogies. These is the best.
This is unfair. This is
Yeah, this that sneak up on you, and you get caught with the uppercut that you didn't see coming.
yeah. This is okay. So both of these. If I were single,
And entertaining.
what Cat Williams say?
Whose white baby is that? Oh, never mind. I'm off topic.
Well,
and I paraphrase that women love Alizé. That's why I keep it in my refrigerator. This is single man's best friend. Everybody's happy when they come into your crib and you have this.
It's again, it's one of those things that I like it a lot more than I want to.
Think of yourself as the connoisseur, and this is like,
well, you know, I mean, I'm not a child. I'm 52 years old, and this tastes like a child drink, and I'm really liking it. Right
Like
now.
I don't know I don't know what non-alcoholic drink tastes like this.
I don't know.
Like I want to compare it to something, but I
nothing.
can't.
There's nothing.
it's just like fruit juice.
Yeah, it basically is with a punch.
Mhm.
What is that going for the case?
I want to say
About 4 or 6.
These are 6 packs.
Ooh.
And I want to
Hello.
say like $10.99, $11.99, something like that, around $2 a can.
Yep.
And then
Winning.
the Juggernaut Sonoma Coast Chardonnay is on sale at $24.99, typically $30.
And both are available at your shop.
Indeed, they are.
All right.
It's a win.
So Drew, get that done, man. Get over there. Get over there and get it. Yeah, both of these are cheat codes.
Kevin Meyer for the win.
These are cheat codes, bro. Well done.
It's summertime.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what we're all about.
Yeah. these are
Enjoy
cheat
it.
codes. Cheat codes. Kevin, what else is on special? Talk to me.
Let's see. We've got Toad Hollow out of Sonoma County on special. Tons of great new beers that just came in today. Juggernaut. So there's the Chardonnay that we just spoke about, the Cabernet that we did last week. There's also a Pinot Noir, and just a good time to kind of mellow out, get through the rest of the summer, and wait for football.
This is fun. Well done,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, fellas. I always appreciate coming in.
That's Kevin Meyer. Thirsty Thursdays, Meyer Cork and Bottle. Hit him up. Jay Foreman's coming back. Let's raise some noise.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old with on 90 ticket and the ticketfm.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
July marks 8 years of the Body Shop being open for business and serving Lincoln the best massage options in the area. Dennis and his team would like to thank all customers who have stopped in and let them relieve the pains and stress in their lives. Your continued business allows them to do what they are passionate about. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, your go-to for all types of massages at 48th and A.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your... The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V.
Is thrilled to announce our newest location is now open at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Explore the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I want to thank Kevin Meyer again. Thirsty Thursdays is always a one of the highlights of the week. Seeing Kevin, all the knowledge. Had Strick in the building. I want to thank them. Travel safe, Strick. Drive all the way back there to the O.
He got the bottle with him.
Short segment. I just want to ask you guys, did you guys get a chance to watch the Netflix show Quarterback?
I saw the first 20 minutes and knew, okay, I need to pause so I can go all the way in. Because otherwise I'd have been up till 1 o'clock.
What about you, Austin?
No, I am planning to watch it most likely Sunday afternoon or Sunday night.
Yeah, it's pretty. I watched a couple episodes. It's pretty good, man. It dives into. I mean, they did a really good job of. I wouldn't call it casting it because who you pick from is the 32 starting quarterbacks, but you get Patrick Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the league. You got Kirk Cousins, who's right in between, kind of in that. They asked Kirk Cousins, how do you feel about not being? I think he was ranked like 16th or 15th. And he goes into that. He talked about his time at Washington, when he got drafted, so forth and so on. Then he talked about Marcus Mariota, who on the flip side was drafted, I think, number 2. Started, kind of fell out of favor out of nowhere in Tennessee, resurfaced in with the Raiders, and kind of reinvented himself, resurgence in his career, has an opportunity of maybe like his last time of being one of the 32 starting, and goes through his season. It's pretty good. I haven't watched all the shows, but I just felt like it was really good. Dive into one. When people see like, see me walking around sometimes limping and stuff, and they just like don't understand. It's like people don't understand how hard it was to get ready for a game on Sunday. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and how much work you have to do. And Kirk Cousins was lucky enough to learn from Santana Moss when he got thrusted into the starting position. And Santana Moss played 14 years and was still fast and quick in year 14 like he was in year 1 and 2. And he taught Kirk Cousins a lot of things. So we talked about attitude and stuff like that, but you also need to have someone to replicate, I think, in any realm.
You need the reinforcement.
Right.
And we call it the North Star. You need somebody that sets a standard for you on where you're always going to. Your moral compass, your work compass,
right.
Your work ethic, all that stuff has to point to a high level. You need somebody that even when you forget, they remind you.
Yeah. And you need somebody. I always tell, these kids that are coming in as freshmen, being good at sports isn't, you won't be able to be cool. It's grimy.
No.
The work that they were doing is definitely grimy. So we'll dive into that, the first segment, the top of the hour. Then we're going to keep doing this like one time a week and see if you guys change. We're going to look at this schedule again.
Okay.
Because I was talking how we just dove into the draft. That was what I was going to do yesterday. We ain't got all sidetracked with that draft. We diving into the schedule. As you get closer, I want to see if you guys are holding steady or changing your tune. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and Jay. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August the 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-406. Go online at Deck City north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Experts.
Mary's, the only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential 406.
We're also to be like looking at you from these two seats. I've never been able to see your full body when we've done a show.
Do you like what you see?
I don't. I don't.
Mr. I'm working out now because I feel like I'm important.
That's not why I'm working out. I'm working out so I can feel better.
Mm-hmm. I need to start working out because when my daughter gets old enough and she wants to have a boyfriend, I need to be able to beat him up. That's the only thing. I'm not gonna like threaten anybody, but I just need... No, 100%.
Weekdays from 1 to 2. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's
Nebraska Hall of Fame Foreman.
Rifle the pass, it was tipped, it's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5, he'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back in the building, 5 o'clock Thursday. Again, we want to appreciate Kevin Meyer on this July 13th, 2023.
What was the did he leave the can? Yes, he did. Okay, thank you.
This is Old School. DPJ Foreman. Brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop. 84th and Havelock, every type of meat, every type of cut. DP is hype about the Cider Patch Punch.
Cider Patch Punch. Glacier Till. Cider Patch Punch. That
it was good. It was that good. It was.
I just put my hand in the trash.
Dang.
I literally just put my hand in the trash. It was on top, granted, but still, I went in the trash can so make sure Meyer Corker bottle get this work.
Yeah, I mean, look, Kevin Meyer.
Like, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna put the order in. So I had to, because Kevin forget. Like, he loved me on Thursday.
He busy.
He
though,
forget
man.
about me on
My
Friday.
man busy. This
So-
is a busy time for him.
Yeah.
Especially football season right around the corner.
Use that excuse. Please don't tell me that you're busy.
Well, yeah. We
like,
can
I'm the
understand that.
wrong dude to tell you busy. Like, come
Right.
on.
But he just got to handle business, and he just got back, man. You got to
Well,
give him a
I'm-
break,
you know,
man.
you know,
Give my man a break, man.
This is why I'm gonna go online and order. I'm gonna just go. I'm just gonna
he-
go to Meyer Corker bottle and I'm gonna order it online.
He would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I got him covered. I got you, Kevin. I got you. good stuff all the way around.
At the end of the hour, the quick segment, we talked about the new Netflix show starring Patrick Mahomes. It's a dive into quarterbacks in their season of last year. Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. I think it's real interesting that they picked those three because obviously everybody knows Patrick Mahomes. He's one of the faces of the league, if not the face right now. And then you have Kirk Cousins, who's a very normal guy. I mean, the plaid shirts and stuff like that. He is who he is, but I think also he has a very interesting, I guess, background or story.
He's a weird dude.
He is, but he's
a weird guy. Like I
he's quirky.
I don't even speculate. He has several cosplay outfits in his closet.
He's quirky, but the thing about it,
he's got 3 superhero costumes in his closet.
He's comfortable. He's comfortable in his own skin, and he's weird.
Jay, do you have a superhero costume? No. Austin, do you have a superhero?
But whatever floats your boat, man.
Text line.
Whatever floats his boat, and then you got Marcus Mariota, who
also has cosplay outfits in his
Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota started out as good Spider-Man, and then he ended last season as bad Spider-Man.
Yeah, he went as the dancing in the street Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I think that it's interesting. They do a good job.
You notice they made Black Spider-Man weird Spider-Man, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. So they did a good job of diving into quarterback, the interesting story of Kirk Cousins when he got drafted. I mean, really, his mindset was really, hey, I want to play good in the preseason and do it every year and get traded. Well, RG3 met Haloti Ngata, right, and snapped his knee
Sunday. Oh man, I was at that game,
and they kept putting him out there again, and then he was never the same. Kirk Cousins goes in,
and then Richard Sherman and company finished him.
Yeah, the next week in the playoffs, but then. Kirk Cousins goes in, struggles a little bit, and he has that one defining play, which was a quarterback sneak. They were down like 18 or maybe 21-0, maybe 28-0. They come back and win 35-31 or whatever it was. And he came in there, was all hyped at, and he kept saying, "You like that?" And then he took off from there. It's really interesting that when you really think about season and career defining moments with 3 different quarterbacks. You got to think with Marcus Mariota.
What's his moment?
Here is the moment. The first 2, they start out 0-2, and they had leads in all. They end up being 1-2. They pulled out the victory against Seattle. They had leads in the fourth quarter in all 3 games. Turnovers by Marcus. 2 more victory different.
And then playoffs.
Well, they didn't make the playoff. They're in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't make the playoff hunt, Ritter doesn't come in and have the chance to start. Or if he does, it's just like, hey, let's just get you some reps, but this is our starter. Well, now you get benched, whether it was rightfully so or not. He took off. You literally took off from the stadium and didn't come back. As a supposed leader and the leader in your locker room and team and a leader for this young man, you got you got Patrick Mahomes, right? Who struggled, at what game that was, he struggled. They lost the game against the Bills.
Any game on Monday night.
Didn't they lose to the Raiders?
The Bills.
They lost to the Raiders?
Well, they beat the Bills in the playoff. They didn't beat the Bills.
The Vikings did.
The Vikings did, but they lost to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And he didn't really play. He had that last-second interception. There was another game because they were transitioning the offense. So Patrick Mahomes struggling is like first world problems where like Jerry Jones is like, I've only got like 4 yachts. But he struggled to it at his, expectations. But what I really liked is they showed the amount of work he does outside of football physically. 3 days extra a week. He has his trainer, moved him up from Texas, knows how he operates, knows the best thing for him. Obviously, has kept him healthy and kept him up, be a superior athlete.
How do we forget that?
No, the game that they lost where he struggled, he threw the interception late to Buffalo.
I'm just thinking because
the Colts game started with a muffed punt that JoJo was down on.
Yeah.
I was actually in Kansas City for that game.
I'm just
It was
the
glorious.
first couple of you have Kirk Cousins, which was really interesting. They showed the new coach being hired. The first game, he was like, man, the offense was unstoppable. I think they scored 30-some points. They go on the road to Philly, and he's taking a lot of hits. And he obviously had broken ribs. And he really was like, man, I'm hurting so much, I don't even care no more, right? Because they were hitting him. And they struggled. And then also, when they went, it was a turvy game where they played at Buffalo. He decided to go QB sneak, get stopped. Josh Allen fumbles. They go into overtime, and Minnesota eventually wins. But the interesting conversation between him and O'Connell was like, I don't want to stop good play and aggressive. But here's what the funniest thing was. I could have got you a better formation. Look, bro, as an offensive coordinator, there is not any formation from the yard line that you're going to do that's going to really confuse me as a defense. I'm thinking quarterback sneak or power. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't work. So it showed you a little bit of O'Connell and him. He probably was a little bit overzealous. You probably would have liked to get a fullback in there. Then he was like, well, you should have went over top. I'm like, do you know your roster? Kirk Cousins has a paper vertical. But I think it's really, really good just to show the different. They show him at home and all the different, obligations that they get. They talk about Patrick Mahomes, obviously winning the first Super Bowl. He's doing stuff that he never thought he would do. Marcus Mariota.
Who's the strangest of the three?
Well, it's different because I don't view Kirk Cousins as strange. I view him as Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is very comfortable in his own skin.
True.
So to me, as a teammate, he's not weird to me. That's Kurt. But you know what else? Kurt is actually a good dude because when he went back to Washington, the love that he got from one of the guys that's the security around the field, Kurt talked to him.
Yeah.
The dude said he beat cancer.
Yeah.
Kurt was like, God bless you.
Yeah.
The teammates,
former
teamates that are on other teams.
And he reached out to Alex Smith when he went there and had went through his stuff.
So Kurt, he's making $30-some million a year, and his wardrobe was like pinstripes and plaid. It was like, dude, because so then they had a bet where he bought the shirt at. And they said either like J.C. Penney's, and they were saying that and he bought it at one of the, Saratoga or whatever, one of the kind of, hunting places. That was his shirt. Marcus Mariota is a little bit different because he's just getting into fatherhood and trying, he has this stuff and he's playing on a weird team. The head coach knew him from Tennessee, believed in him, right? You have limited offensive assets, even though you have really good ones. You got Pitts that gets hurt. You have the receiver. Was it Drake Drake? Or what was the receiver from USC they got that actually ended up being good?
Drake London.
London. But he's young. Pitts is young, right? You had Cordell Patterson as your best running back. And then your defense is kind of up and down based on, the matchup. And then he's supposed to be a leader with no veteran presence out there. I think he's not weird, but he has the weirdest situation.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes is just Patrick Mahomes. It's funny. I didn't realize Patrick Mahomes talked that much junk though.
That Raiders clip that went viral.
But he was selling wolf tickets every game.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I got a whole new appreciation for him now.
Jay's the type that would give him credit for talking smack.
Oh yeah,
because he doesn't look. It don't fit him.
Well, he better light skin.
No, he sound like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
And he told one dude, he said, "Look, man, you had a good rush, man, but you ain't gotta be." He's like, "You ain't gotta hit me in my mouth like that." That was the best part,
and the fact that he never knew anybody's name that he was playing against.
Yeah, he was like, he knew Bosa. Because Bosa and them was tearing his behind up. I felt bad for Kirk Cousins though. He got hit so much, his ribs were so much. The coach said, "How you gonna do this week?" He said, "Listen, as long as they don't tee off on me all game, I'm gonna be okay." Second quarter, he'd have been hit 8 times. The Case Keenum came over. He's like, "Man, you a tough dude." He's like, "You were getting annihilated,
wearing you out, and you still here."
He's like, Kirk Cousins is like, "Yeah, they were leading the league in quarterback hits coming into the game. They sure as hell, kept it up." So it's I think it's pretty good. I think if you're an aspiring athlete,
Yeah.
or if you have a kid that says he wants to play football or any type of sport, watch it.
What are your thoughts on Hard Knocks?
I think it's the Jets, right?
Yeah, it's Jets this year, but
Aaron Rodgers is going to eat that up.
right?
I think the Jets are a young team. If I was the Jets decision maker, I wouldn't do it.
Would you want to be on it?
If I was on a team?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have me on. I mean, I would, yeah. I mean, the way that they do stuff now where they really get days off, yeah, why not? I mean, they get a lot of free time.
And they told the story of how there were only 4 teams that were on the list of
This year.
eligible. So you have to miss the playoff the last 2 years.
Oh, they got criteria.
Yeah.
So you just got to be booty.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
And
they
you
had
have to,
Detroit
you
last
have to
year.
be the bootiest of the booty.
So you had Detroit.
Well, but Detroit couldn't because they,
They
were
were
just
on it
in
last-
it.
yeah, that's
they
what
were
I'm
just
saying.
in it, and it's a 10-year run, so it blocks 10 years. And if you're the last time you were on, if you're bad enough, you can be put back in the pool.
What does it say about the Colts? They got the in-season version.
This year coming up.
I don't even.
No, they had it last year, a
like-
couple
yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
I like that one. See, I like that one better than the training camp one.
Really?
Because
I need the story
because-
of cut or be cut. Like that. That's for me.
But see, that's obsolete now because they bring less numbers to the training camp. Free agents in COVID, it really cut things down. So you kind of already rosters are 85, 90%, 90-something percent already done. I like it during the season because it shows the ups and downs, who's prepared and who's really about that business. Because the way that they have training camp now is just a formality. It's almost like, remember when baseball where they
Yeah, but
said,
then why go to? If you don't have a chance of making a team, then it's fake gold, right?
but DP, you got to look at it. So, okay, just say, for instance, like when I was in the NFL, just say you had a 53-man roster and just say they would bring 110 guys to camp.
Mm.
Okay. Well, now they're only bringing 85. So it's like the old warrior rule. 100 guys go to battle. Okay. 10 of them shouldn't even be there. Okay. So there's 10 guys that shouldn't even be in training camp. Okay. Then you got like 80 dudes that are kind of like targets and going through the motions. Then you got 10 dogs, and then you got 1 warrior. So at the end of the day,
you just trying to find one.
Yeah, you're trying to find 1 or 2 guys that jump off because look, there's only 3 preseason games, so you got to get this. You got to get the
Headed
starters
towards
ready.
2.
Headed towards 2 because the owners don't. What they want regular season, you get the stadium filled. How can you really find if Derek Pearson can be Danny Woodhead? How can you
practice?
Right.
So it says a team doesn't have to be on the show if any of these 3 rules apply. They have a first-year head coach in place. They have a playoff berth in the past 2 seasons, or they have appeared on Hard Knocks in the last 10 years. So they've been bad enough to be on the show in the last 10
So the
years.
Jets don't got any of that.
So
They say
apparently-
you in there.
You in? I mean, it's the storytelling. I just, from a player standpoint, I'm always curious about whether that's a thing you want to do. Like, it's one thing if you think you've made the team already, right?
It's different,
right?
Yeah.
But if you're
Like
one
my
of those,
rookie year,
yeah,
no, not really.
Yeah,
like when I was established, cool. But even when I'm established, I'm not trying to be on Hard Knocks all the time. Like I'm not trying to be the guy that you're going to for the funny.
and
stuff.
they would find Jay for me.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not going to be. Some of the guys get way too focused on that.
Well,
and they're not on
it's marketing and branding, and they know that
and
while
it'll be
they
a little
sit
bit
at
more.
camp,
It might
right,
be a little bit more now, but
you know, social media has changed a lot of it.
yeah.
So,
I mean, it'd be a good opportunity. It'd be funny. I just think some of that stuff is funny, man.
and there were 4 teams that were eligible.
And who are the 4?
Washington was one of them. I know that.
You can't do that with the new owner.
Yeah, that was
They just get a pass.
Well, they thought about it.
Yeah.
Just didn't get it done.
Imagine that.
So the 4 teams that were eligible this year: Jets,
Washington,
Bears, Commanders, Saints. Those are the 4 teams that were there. And then
I think they picked the best team, biggest market, big acquisition.
Well, but you could have done the Bears. The Bears would have shown up. You got so many stories. You got a young quarterback. You got, a coach.
Okay, tell me who hold on.
Yeah.
Who's the Bears head coach right now? Tell it. What's his name? Exactly. You know Robert Saleh because he talked about he holding receipts.
Yeah.
That I think just the Jets are the it team in the offseason. They got Aaron.
The answer is Matt Eberflus, by the way.
Right. Well,
Which
why?
I still would. I still he can walk in here right now.
We know he used to be a D coordinator with the Colts.
Yeah, but he still could walk in
But
here
he-
right now. I wouldn't know who he was.
Because you want to know why? If you
Yeah.
went down to the University of Nebraska and walked in the library, he'd be checking your library card.
Yeah, there's no like.
But he's a really good defensive coordinator.
So are you, okay, but this is interesting to me. That of this group, I mean, so the Saints. Are you telling me that
No.
the Jets have more fans and more notoriety than the Bears do?
Notoriety. They're looking for interesting stories, though.
Well, I mean,
who do you know on the Bears besides Justin Fields?
I don't.
Who do you know? Sauce Gardner on the Jets.
Yeah.
You know their head coach. You know
Yeah.
Aaron. You know the backup Zach Wilson for who knows how many reasons.
Williams just got an extension
You
today.
got Williams just got an extension. You know a ton of different dudes. So you got it. You got that. I mean, the
I
storylines
guess
are
so.
there.
I guess so. It's weird to me to think that the Jets have more cachet.
They're in the biggest media market in the world.
Yeah, but they're still not interesting.
Yeah, they are.
Like their people don't even want to talk about him. Wilson's gone because he
No,
has to be.
Wilson's chilling.
No, he has to be gone.
No,
Like,
he's gonna be there. He's Aaron's little.
you're
little
you're
buddy.
going to take the dude who, when he was packed with responsibility and packed with media coverage and packed with trying to learn and grow, who now has none of that responsibility. You're going to trust that guy with not doing something stupid on Hard Knocks.
But DP, that's where you're missing the point. That's exactly what they want.
Oh my goodness!
His dumb butt get on
oh,
there.
he's gonna.
And then guess what's good? Guess what they're gonna cover? They're not gonna cover Aaron in their preseason because he probably won't even play.
Yeah.
They're gonna cover Zach Wilson getting beat out by,
wow,
John
Wow.
Smith from like
Mike Green.
Mike Green from like
What do you
Fordham.
bring on the Wilson fans, the groupies?
No,
Bring on his younger brother to get him ready for it.
his younger brother he committed to Utah, right?
Yeah,
I
don't
Utah?
think.
I thought it was Oklahoma State. Was it Utah?
I thought it was Utah.
I know he didn't go to BYU, and it was a big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Boy,
It was
yeah.
Utah. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, he having a rough time because he's like he didn't go to BYU. He in some trouble. Boy. Anyways, the good first segment.
Boy,
watch it. I like it. I enjoy it. Let us know what you think after the weekend. Jay Foreman, DP. We're gonna go to break, and then we're gonna hold DP's feet to the fire.
No,
because he sells a lot of Wolf tickets off
No.
air. So we're gonna have him pick the schedule of the Huskers.
Oh boy.
And then we're gonna be able to keep it, right, Austin?
That's
what we-
always archived.
How
Yeah,
many
nothing
wins?
forgets.
How many wins does
wins?
DP
How many
think
wins?
versus mine?
Okay.
We'll have to put another tomahawk on it. Jay Foreman, DP. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and Jenny. 3-7 the ticket. The ticket.
Look for this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 8th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 18th are $2 off each pound of petite tender cuts. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a premium combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
The sweet relief of air conditioning a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Or at les.com/you.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career on distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nervous and intimidated by a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
July marks 8 years of the Body Shop being open for business and serving Lincoln the best massage in the area. Dennis and his team thank all customers who have stopped in, let them relieve the pains and stress in their day at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, your all types of massages at 48th and A.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Attention all wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob every day after 7 p.m. And all day on
To be voted best vape shop. Largest selection up to 8. Kratom, all your favorite brands of e-liquid and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store, now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Now through July 19th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 convenient locations worldwide and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th. See Home Club for details.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. It is time. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. DP's over there sitting in the cut, trying to chill, trying to run from it, selling wolf tickets with Austin. We're going to go over the schedule one more time. Not one more time, again. One more again. Like, what was that? Was it 69, boys?
Well, we're 49 days away from kickoff, so that gives us 7 more times if we want to do it once a week.
Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to
Change your mind.
Here we go. August 31st on Fox TV, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Nebraska fighting Huskers going up against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Who you got?
I hate this so much.
Yeah, nothing. Hey, who you got, man?
I
We
hate
waiting.
this so much. Well, okay. Start this with permission to tell you the truth. Okay. the most winnable game on the schedule, because there's no tape on Matt Rule's offense or defense. The most winnable game. Your opponent knows the least about you. They're never going. No team in football is going to know less about you than this day. And a part of me wants this team to start 4-0.
It's not what you want. We're asking for what your prediction is.
My prediction is a loss.
Okay, 0-1.
Yeah.
Close game or a blowout?
Close
game. So then you close game. You got what ifs, probably maybe we probably a little nerves and stuff like that, naturally so. Okay. Then we come back. Then it's the Huskers against, going up to Colorado. The Fighting Deion Sanders, 11 a.m. kickoff, man. That's some contrast. You play primetime Thursday night, the following Saturday, so you get a couple days of extra preparation. And you play Colorado 11 a.m. And I think Colorado has a game before that.
I'm going to have some fun.
Hold on.
Colorado plays
They're
TCU.
playing TCU.
They play TCU before. So that most likely, considering that they play TCU, that's going to be a beatdown. Colorado's either going to be highly motivated or a little disappointed.
A part of me just says they're 4-0. Come Michigan. That's what I'm going to say. They're 4-0. Come Michigan.
Who's 4-0?
Nebraska.
How are you going to say they're 4-0?
I'm recalibrating. Recalculating.
Okay, so let's start back over. Let's get it back started. You wishy-washy, man.
Recalculate.
You sometiming now, Jack. Come
Absolutely.
on now.
Absolutely.
We got hold your. This is why we have to ask you.
Yeah.
Because we got to hold your feet to the fire.
Okay.
One second you say they're going 0-12. Now you just 12.
I never said they're going 12. Never.
Now here we go. August 31st.
Win.
Minnesota.
Shock the boat.
Shock the world. Okay, they put right.
Rock the boat, baby.
Okay. September 9th.
Win. Beat Deion.
Blowout or close?
Close game.
Close game.
Yeah.
Then you come home.
Win.
2-0.
Win.
Northern Illinois.
Blowout.
Blowout. At the crib.
Blowout.
Okay. Now let's set the stage. 3-0. The thing that's really hurt Nebraska teams in the past is what, Austin? Dealing with success. Everybody's gonna have NIL obligations, family and friends telling you how good you are. You have righted the ship. This is it. The last staff was so bad. You're a way better team. All the stuff that you learned from losing, it's come to fruition. You guys are on your way. You're gonna go to the bowl game. There's no way that you can't go to the bowl game. And here come them brothers from Louisiana Tech.
Win.
Is it close?
Yes.
Because of what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're 4-0. I'm assuming Michigan's going to be 4-0. The Fighting Khakis. Okay. At the crib.
They move it to prime time like they did a couple of years ago. And Michigan comes in and stomps the mud hole.
So now you're thinking Nebraska's 4-1.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then you say, you know what? Everybody says, you know what? DP, we really believe in Nebraska because we've already said that we're going to have them on another primetime game on FS1 in Champaign Friday night. Okay, that's you're obligated to play it. Some people balked at it when it first came up, Big Ten Friday night. Some people embraced it. We have no choice because we haven't been successful, and they made us go on the road. So they're making us essentially a homecoming team. I imagine that might be Illinois' homecoming on the road, fighting Brett Bielema's. Without the Brown brothers, without the corner Witherspoon, and without a couple of their linemen.
Loss.
You think they're losing again?
The hangover from the Michigan beatdown shows up in full form.
Wisconsin is homecoming 3 weeks later.
Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected. Well, it might be pre-homecoming.
Friday night.
Well, that one.
Friday night. Short week.
That's
short week after your most physical game of the year. It's a short week going to.
So hold on. Short week. Okay,
it's a short week. It's a Friday night game. Travel, beat down, physicality of Michigan, crowd disappointed, let down, air flows out.
Okay, that's fine.
4
So
and
then
2.
you take a flight back,
4-2.
get you a hamburger, lick your wounds,
Yep.
got a bye week, right?
Yep.
And then you fight the Wildcats, who everybody's gonna, and you get them at home, and you're coming off a bye week, so a whole week went past, and then you start to get the good fanfare. We went back to work, probably went recruited a little bit, went back to the fundamentals, and here comes Northwestern. What are you predicting?
Let down.
This brother here is just
let down.
Captain. Okay.
No, it just look.
Look,
I work from recent history. Illinois came in here
Okay, that's fine.
shorthanded, super shorthanded, ridiculously shorthanded in a must-win situation, and came into Memorial Stadium and just pony whipped Nebraska.
When was this?
Pap, 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 pap. Remember the fake punt and look, it was terrible.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago here at Memorial.
3 years ago.
Well, it was terrible.
Okay,
it was terrible.
So now they're 4-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then they, was it a close game? Northwestern upset? First of all,
Northwestern's upset. That's an upset.
Okay,
You lose
it's
on a
upset.
field goal,
Okay,
you shouldn't lose it. Yeah.
Okay. Now everybody's pissed off for fighting Purdue Boilermakers that's coming out. Their head coach, quarterback, and 85 receivers that are giving you problems with a coach that's trying to change their whole identity and their whole team late in the season at home. What are you saying?
This is the most winnable game of the second half of the season.
Okay.
But I don't think they do.
So they're 4-4.
They're 4-4.
You heard it here, folks. October 29th. That's
4-4.
Sunday.
4-4.
When we discuss
Say that.
Inside the Huddle,
Say that.
DP will come on, and if they are
4-4,
4-4, he's going to get a tomahawk steak.
Say that.
Okay, now we're going into November. And what I call November is the champion versus chump time. Okay, this is when you got to make a push.
4-4.
You're 4-4. You have everything in front of you, bowl game or bust, so forth and so on. You go on the road again up to East Lansing. It's going to be cold. The field might be slick. Again, and the Mel Tucker calls he wants to take you to the woodshed and take you to deep water. Okay, we know Strick scared of sharks and all this other stuff. Huskers on the road at Michigan State. I predict this is in November they don't do any night games. I think this is a late afternoon game because you got two teams looking each other in the face and nothing else is going on. Who are you picking, Michigan State or Nebraska? You just didn't have them losing 4 games in a row. Throw them a bone.
Well, here's the bone.
Bang.
Here's the bone. Here's the bone. I'm really consistent about Nebraska football. And I've said the last 3 years, before the season started, during the season, this team, this program, could just as easily go 4-8 or 8-4. That is absolutely 100% true right now about this program.
Okay.
So at 4-4, unfortunately, I think the beatdown. I think that I think the beatdown leads to Noah Kim having a day.
Oh, that's just personal. You bring it personally. So you picking okay.
I better speak from knowledge.
So Nebraska is 4-5.
Yeah.
And here comes the Maryland Terps.
The Fighting Johnny Holidays.
The Holidays and
Taulia Tagovailoa.
Yeah, little Tua number 2.
Yeah.
Mike Locksley.
What you think?
With a vastly improved defense, had a first-round pick at corner. Who you picking, Maryland or Nebraska at the crib?
Maryland.
Nebraska is now 4-6, people. DP is there to take all like remember Scarface when he says, I'm taking all your bullets? DP is there to take all your bullets. Nebraska's 4-6. Okay, now we might have to go in this game because I just have an affinity for the bratwurst in Spotted Cow beer up there. But it might be too cold up there. November 18th. This would be a must win according to you. Because you got to get the 6 wins.
Yes, sir.
You can't get the 6 if you don't get the 5.
I said what I said.
You done lost 6 games in a row.
I said what I said.
Nebraska at Wisconsin. Who are you picking?
Badgers.
So now Nebraska is what, Austin? 4-7?
That's the math.
4-7.
Math.
Okay, then you have a short week against a team in the same situation last year that had everything to play for. And it's your slotted time, 11 a.m. CBS national game. People just waking up from the itis, Thanksgiving itis. Maybe have you a little bit of turkey, and a little stuffing, carrot cake for me, and all this other stuff. And you just instead of going to the game, you might just want to cozy up. Have DP. I know how you do. Have your little toes up there next to the fire, twinkle toes.
Yes, sir.
Friday, November 24th.
Yes, sir.
Nebraska against the diarrhea team from up a little bit. I don't know where they northeast or whatever. Iowa Hawkeyes. Who are you picking?
I have to go with what they're either going to go 8-4, 4-8. So in this scenario, they're 4-8.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here right now. I finally got it out of him. Cornered him over there. He is predicting Nebraska start 4-0.
I haven't seen it.
Hold on. No, we don't need excuses. We already got your answer.
I said what I said.
Nebraska's going to start off 4-0.
Yeah.
Most likely might be ranked in the top 25 at 4-0.
Yep.
And then commence to losing 8 weeks in a row.
Yep.
I don't believe
because
that.
that's how Nebraska
And
football
after this
has.
break,
Tell me that is
after this
exactly
break,
how
after
Nebraska
this break,
football has treated Nebraska
I'm going to give you
fans.
actually the real schedule.
Yeah, you tell me that they haven't treated them that way
But how long you going to hold that against them, man? It's like
until
double
they
jeopardy.
change it.
Dang, I would hope I'm not on a Derek Pearson law show or whatever it is, like Judge Pearson.
Prove it.
He double jeopardy like a mug.
Prove
You know what I mean? We're going to break. After break, I'm going to give you my prediction. Jay Foreman, DP.
Listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are. 367 The Ticket.
And Grandpa, Mom and Dad, the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided repair and to forge like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service is here to make your electrical whether you're looking for dated light fixtures, cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installation services. Give Erica a call at 466-6666 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Ready to acknowledge you to make your pocket? The team is here to help find the right combine for homes. Plus, when you purchase a combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running using downtime. Online at Landmark or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
July marks 8 years of the Body Shop being open for business and serving Lincoln the best massage options in the area. Dennis and his team would like to thank all customers who have stopped in and let them relieve the pains and stress in their lives. Your continued business allows them to do what they are passionate about. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, your go-to for all types of massages at 48th and A.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great Lincoln's thing deck. Professionals to give you proper guidance to us smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at GarnerIndustries.com.
Too many pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been 9 process. Their team pain relief make you ill. Call today for a free call 254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior. There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com for current deals.
Sweet relief after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. 7 The Ticket and the Ticket.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break, and on behalf of the entire 93.7 The Ticket team, we are excited to announce this fall we are teaming up with Husker Extra for the Big Red Brunch. We'll have big names from now and the Panther Sports, and it all starts on Wednesday, August 9th for the Big Red Brunch Golf Scramble at Tico Club in Gretna. Sign up to play today at omaha.com and find the Big Red Brunch tab. You won't want to miss this on August 9th at Tip.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Man, I tell you what, man. Always get people to drop in. One of my former teammates, Sean Wheating, just popped in here, the head coach at Lincoln Lutheran football. Parents, if your son goes to Lincoln Lutheran, heck, if your son or daughter goes to Lincoln Lutheran, y'all need to go out and play football, man. Y'all C2 school, get out there and start clacking them the headgear and pads. It's a great sport for you if you play other sports. It teaches you a lot more it teaches you a lot more than just about the sport. Sean's a really good coach, really good man in general. Be a great leader of young men, young women in that school. I know he's a great example. Excited to see what he's going to do over there for his first year, and looking for see him to do growth. But since DP wanted to be the bearer of bad news,
I didn't want to do anything. You cornered me and asked me to answer questions.
You were just selling so many Wolf tickets and so wishy-washy. I had to hold you. Look, you got 6 more weeks.
Well, the thing is,
so
nobody
you can
knows.
Change. You
nobody
can change.
knows.
You can change.
No, here's the thing. I go with what it is. What was their record last year?
I don't know.
4-8.
You 4-8 until
but
you're not 4-8.
How long are you going to hold 4-8 against them?
Until they win 5 games.
Okay.
When they win 5 games.
Here's what they about to do. I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Minnesota. They're going to go to Minnesota, and they're going to leave that game with an L, but it's going to be a L that they're going to get on that plane, and it's only a 39-minute flight.
Participation trophy.
No, they're going to be like, you know what's happening? You know what I can see at Minnesota?
Moral victory.
It's where you play the game and then you realize
late in
the game that you don't like you.
Nebraska football.
You kind of played like too tentative.
The best close score losing team.
And then
ever.
so when you get on the plane home, it's a lot of, I wouldn't say regret, but it's a lot of angst over
Austin.
Why did I wait so long?
What does it sound like?
Oh, that's not. Hold on. First of all, that ain't it.
What do you guys say? My name's Paul, and it's between y'all.
No, that ain't. No, this ain't.
I was not asked. I'm sitting back and listening.
This is This is a game to where when you have everything new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's nobody in there that was there before. Everything that they've seen is new. They probably got new draws. Everything new going against a button-up team, even though they're depleted, you're still kind of like still figuring it out. By the time you figure it out, the game might be too late. You lose that game, then you go to Colorado, you beat Dion.
Okay.
This is the year that you beat Northern Illinois is a win.
Okay.
Northern Illinois, Louisiana Tech is a win.
3-1.
3-1. Then you play Michigan. I'm going to give Michigan the victory.
3-2.
At Champaign on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early. If this game was in late October, November, Nebraska wins. I think Illinois is still playing decent decent football. They win, or Illinois wins.
3-3.
Come off the bye week. Hopefully learn after 2 losses in a row against the big brother of Michigan and the little wannabe brother of Illinois, even though Illinois, kind of Wisconsin, excuse me. They beat Northwestern, beat the brakes off of Northwestern.
Okay.
Then they come back the next week, which I think is the trap game to me.
So they're 4-3, and then they had the trap game.
I think this is for this team this season.
Okay.
Because you beat a team that you're supposed to after 2 losses.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a team like at Purdue that you probably should win, and you get them at home. Everybody's expecting you at home.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're thinking like, okay, we could really go into Michigan State with some momentum. It's a trap game. I think they eke out a victory against Purdue because Purdue State. Listen here, I know a coach on the coaching staff, 2 coaches on the coaching staff. They have told me this defense, as long as they stay healthy, is going to be one of the top 4 in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I think they lose a close, like Michigan State kind of, I don't know what, like 20-13 type of, just an ugly game. You know what I mean? Lose that game. Then you come home against Maryland, where you're playing them actually the best time to play Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we get the weather to work for us, right?
You know who Maryland's got next? Michigan.
Yeah, but that don't do anything. They want to beat.
Game?
They really want to beat Nebraska really bad, so they know because they're going to lose to Michigan.
Trap game.
I think the Maryland game is going to be and is predicated on weather. If it's a cold game, I think Nebraska definitely wins. If it's a game where you get in November where somehow it's 60 degrees, I think Maryland actually or Nebraska, in theory, right, against Maryland than they had before because of this 3-3-5 where you're just kind of, it's a spread offense. You got more small guys out there. That game, I'm picking Maryland to win.
Okay.
Only because Maryland is 2 or 3 years ahead of us in they won 8 games back-to-back years or 7 or more back-to-back years. I think they kind of got their stuff, and they have a quarterback, and they have the little skill position guys. Then you come back on the road at Wisconsin. I think they win. I think Wisconsin is going to struggle. That's this game. Braylon Allen will be shutting it down, getting ready for the league, and because of Luke Fickell is changing everything. They're trying to go to a more open offense spread, which is going to lose their identity. They lost the one identity that was continuity, which is Jim Leonard in their defense, even though I think and then also sneaky, one of their inside linebackers that was second team all Big Ten is suspended indefinitely. So that's the power up the middle because Benton he was a 2nd round draft choice. So you gotta think Nebraska can make some hay there. You go on the road, or we get Iowa at home.
What's the record?
What's the record, Austin?
You said they beat Wisconsin to get bowl eligible, so I'm assuming 6-5.
Okay. You 6-5 with Iowa at home with 2 NFL tight ends, a quarterback that got to everything to prove, a depleted defense. Little young Kirk Ferentz's job is on the line, and it's the last game, and we're already going to a bowl game. Heard it here first, Nebraska 7-5. We partying, baby. We are going to the Las Vegas Bowl. You're here. He said 4-8. I say 7-5. I know my predictions last year on NFL and college games was in the 90th percentile. We're gonna cover this every week.
We'll get Austin tomorrow.
We're gonna do this every week.
Get Austin tomorrow.
We're gonna do this,
and we can go through and have the listeners come back and give us their.
Yeah, man.
We did that last year and let them put their record in
and see if they change.
See if it changed.
See if it changes.
No. All right.
It's a plan.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm ready.
See?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, man. We out. We'll see you tomorrow.
7-1.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood.